Gabby and Deanie's.
Hi, Lauren.
Hi. I'm going to get straight into it, and I'm going to address as a bit of an elephant in the room, okay? A bit of an elephant in the room, and that's that I have a plastic water bottle, like disposable water bottle.
Okay, what would you
What
like to
about that?
say about it? Do you have a statement?
I think it's awesome. I think it's so much nicer than reusable water bottles. And I have top-of-the-line water bottles. I've got the $80 Frank Green. I've tried them all. But then the second you buy like a soft plastic, squeezy little sucky disposable water bottle,
Yeah.
I'm reaching for it all week long. I'm like refilling it. I'm loving it.
I'm like scared to make a comment, if I can be honest. And that's so funny.
I know, yeah.
But the truth is, like, I do see a place for recycled plastic water bottles.
Yeah.
Is half my fridge full of them, but we reuse them. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I have reusable bottles, but I also think there's something about that soft plastic. I will say it's bold to go squeegee mode. I actually would never run for a pump bottle.
You never do the pump.
No.
I'm always doing the sucky.
Why?
Sucky wucky. It's nice. You know, you got that little pump on there, pull it out, suck it in.
Are you
chuck it
squishing
closed.
or sucking or depend? Hang on a minute.
Squish or suck.
Let's just watch
Okay.
you in the wall. Okay, for the listener, she did spill it.
It was too much pressure.
Oops. It kind of looked like you did both at the same time.
A bit of both.
Yeah, okay.
Sucky squeezy.
That's very incredible.
Yeah, disposey. And then everyone's going to say, microplastics, you're drinking all the microplastic because you're reusing that bottle for weeks, But
Yeah.
this is what I don't know is people say, oh, that plastic bottle lasts forever and it's going to be in landfill forever. But then the second I try to use it for 3 weeks, people say it's degrading into your water and you're drinking the plastic. So which one is it?
Oh, that's so true.
Anyway.
I've just like Lauren, you're talking to a girl who's been eating microwave meals for 3 years nonstop.
Yeah.
So I've just sort of like I just think we need to like unless you are fully like hippie, like really good green mode, we're getting microplastics from everything. You have an iPhone, like I don't know. Then I feel like I'm just giving up. Like
but I am, but enjoy it while you can. Like I feel like I'm too far gone on the microplastics. Like I've got them, they're in me. My friend just had a baby, and then she bought like the most expensive baby bottle because it doesn't give the baby microplastics, and I'm like, that's good, like that's worth it because he's a baby, like he's starting over, like we've got a chance for him.
So true. But like, is he sucking it from her tit?
A bit of that too, yeah. So he's probably getting the plastic from that. My breast milk would be pure plastic.
Yeah.
It'd be molten plastic, like it comes out like a 3D printer.
I was just going to say, you know how they find, maybe this is too dark, we can cut it, but when they like find, they find like birds and there's like plastic and that they've eaten like a whole, like the thing that puts Coke cans together and stuff. Like my baby will be born. Nah, that's too dark. I mean that in like a, like I didn't think about like a real baby. Like I was going to just say it as a joke. But if you think about a real baby, like wait, that's too far.
I think babies do have microplastics already. I think they found that. But I'm also like, if they're micro, like does it matter?
Yeah.
Is it bad? Wait. Is that bad?
So how are you?
I'm good. Drinking my water. Just chugging along.
Yeah.
Were we going to mention on the pod that we have booked a little holiday together?
That is the actual elephant in the room.
Yeah.
If we can talk about this. Lauren, you and I, like, we've been friends for 40 years and we've never once...
40 years through the divorces, the kids growing up and leaving the nest.
We've never done a trip. Like, that isn't paid by laughs and dollars.
Comedy trip. Because listeners will be going, I've seen a lot of photos of you on the Gold Coast together having a pretty good time. And yeah, we have been to the Gold Coast a lot. But because we do 15 minutes of comedy in the evening, it's actually
it's a business trip.
It's
a full business trip.
It's a full business trip. ATO.
And it's the ATO sponsored it.
Yeah. That's how it works, right? I think. I don't know.
It's a collab trip with ATO.
I'll find out when I get in touch with them in 10 years or so.
But you just booked it. We haven't, like, all I know is that I was out getting yochi and Lauren is handling the booking and no one is surprised.
No one's surprised.
No one's surprised at all. And then I get home, I open my messages, and it's disaster. You've hit a snag. Mm-hmm. And I honestly think to myself, I'm glad this is in Lauren's hands.
Yeah.
I really put a lot of trust. But then did I have to go, well, good luck, girlie. Like, I'm heading to bed. I'll check in the morning. But if I can say, Lauren, I had no fear. I promise you, whether we had to pay $1 billion or we didn't go or we went, or I just went, this is meant to be. However it will be, it will be. Mm-hmm. And Lauren's manning the phone.
Yeah.
And it's all going to work out.
Whatever happens, happens. It was honestly kind of a similar experience to when I reversed my car into a ledge and smashed my rear windshield. And then I just sort of sat there. And then I got out of the car and went and got a bubble tea.
You had inner peace.
I just was with it in the moment. And that was the same thing as when I was trying to book this flight and accommodation package online on a website, which... It's the Wild West to book a trip out there. There's so many sites. I don't know. I thought it was, and it is a trusted site.
Yeah.
But anyway, I book it. I click book. I pay the several $1,000s, which I don't know. Do you disclose how much a holiday is going to cost us? It's not crazy, but it's let's say it's going to cost each of us more than $1,000 each.
Yeah.
But less than $2,000 each.
Oh, I love that.
But anyways, I was paying for the both of us, and so I just go through it. It's like payment approved, all done, awesome. And then I get an email immediately saying your accommodation booking has failed. We've refunded it.
Oh.
But your flights are still in place. So now you have flights to an island and nowhere to stay. And so I was just like, okay. And then, I got onto customer service, this, that, whatever. Talk to them, see what I can do. Got a $20 voucher from them, absolutely nothing. But then I've sorted it out now. I booked it on another website. We're in. We're going.
I can't. Thank you.
It's fixed.
Firstly, thank you.
Thank you.
And secondly, I just, we were just saying, we added pleasure to a business trip, but this is now pleasure for pleasure's sake.
Pure pleasure.
I just think, and one of the reasons I'm like, okay, darling, I'm 30. I've never been on a trip with a gal pal, with a friend. Wow. It's time to have some life experiences.
Yeah.
Outside of a heteronormative relationship.
Yeah.
And I just think, are you ready for that?
Yeah.
You're sort of breaking my trip. I'm in my girl's trip.
Ladies leaving their mans at home. Ladies leaving their fucking poor broke-ass boyfriends at home.
Have you heard about the movie Materialist? Have we talked about this?
Yeah, I haven't seen it. Isn't it not what it seems?
Exactly. So what we need to say, the too long didn't read is there's some backlash. That's not to say everyone hates it. I will say Ben Caution was like, this is fucked. Because it was promoted as the modern rom-com, the rom-com of the season. We've had a deficit of rom-com since the 90s. They're hard to... So then here we go. It's got 3 of the hottest people in town, Dakota Johnson, Pedro Pascal, and the white guy, Chris Evans or whatever. Mm-hmm. And then people going in to see it are like, this is not rom and it's not com.
What was it?
It's not romantic and it's not a comedy. You've got to see it.
Do we spoil it?
But
Have you seen it?
No, but why it's on the top of the dome is today on the show, the resident sexologist, you would know, Dee Salmon, she does a hookup and we just talked about it on the show. And she said that what the discourse is it's called broke boyfriend propaganda or broke guy propaganda because again I'm bastardizing someone explaining it, but it's I think it's literally Dakota Johnson has to pick between the richest guy in the world, the hottest richest guy, Pedro Pascal, and her broke ass guy she knew when she was in high school who's kicking it, and they romanticize this guy and she leaves, she doesn't accept this big job and she goes with people are calling it broke guy porn, and you just reminded me of that. So maybe it's we need to watch this and see what we think. But isn't that so interesting of there are broke ass boyfriends out there and Hollywood is looking to make them...
And they're living in our houses. And
Hollywood's romanticizing them.
And Hollywood's romanticizing them. And we're out here in the trenches.
We're leaving them.
We're leaving them.
To Hamilton Island.
And we're going to the fucking island without them, okay? Sorry, babe. Sorry, boyfriends.
Sorry. Can I take this? Can I take off this?
Yeah.
Sorry.
She's going to take her jumper off, but let's see if she's wearing a bra or a white singlet.
I am.
Oh, amazing.
And can I bring up a third elephant in the room?
Yeah.
Can I bring up my elephant?
Yeah. Can I also just do a blanket apology to our broke boyfriends who we actually love and they work hard, and I think even one of them might be editing the audio for this podcast. And he, out of the goodness of his own heart, and
Yeah.
And he's a great guy.
And yeah, absolutely. You know us, we're like being silly. But then if you want to get earnest with it, any of us could be broke at any second, and that's the truth.
And I have been.
And we have
and I will be. And I kind of am now, but I'm going to the island anyway.
It's actually broke girls leaving broke boys. Like,
yeah.
What's so funny is, like, I'm maybe the brokest I've ever been. Like, right now, I'm like, let's say we're just talking, like, oh, it's not looking good. But anyways.
You just have to go. Sometimes you just have to go to the island.
We're just going. Like I said, it's for friendship. It's for 30s. It's for feminism. You've been on girls' trips for your...
Yeah. You need them. It's so essential.
Okay. Wait, there's so much going on. I still want to get back to that. Because I was going to be like, do you have any, like... What kind of archetypes do you think will be on the trip? Like, have you thought about that? Of like, are you like, have you got any like, I don't know, what do you think about me and what it's going to be like to travel with me?
I think so we're going to, I mean, I won't say this specific island just in case someone flies there and kills us or something, but it's going to be apparent. We're going to post about it on social media anyway, it doesn't matter. We're going to an island in Queensland, Wet Sundays vibes, you know what I mean? I think because it's in the school holidays that we're going, it's going to be a lot of kids and families.
Yeah.
But also I think it's kind of like a bit of a backpacker hotspot. There's like a pool bar, there's like a public pool bar and all of that stuff. Yes. And I'm just picturing, like, I think you're going to be in your element. I think it's going to be fine. It's going to be good and I am going to have a good time and I will. But like Conchetta is much better at like talking to strangers and like, you're gonna be chatting it up, and you're gonna be like, "Hey, these guys invited us on their boat at midnight. Should we go?" And I'll be like, "No, they're killers." Like, you know, we'll have to. There'll be a bit of that back and forth, but I think altogether it's gonna work and it's gonna be good. Like, I'll kind of organize the activities and stuff sometimes, and you'll bring energy and vibe, and you could organize things.
I can organize things. I love activities.
Yeah, and there's lots of activities that we can do.
Oh, that's so exciting. You know what's really interesting is I actually think I've come a long way.
Yeah.
And I actually think that you might not realize, but I might be dropped into this holiday more than you think and not as much the me in Sydney kind of girl. Like, I definitely on my trip in Bali, like, I didn't want to talk to anyone.
She was shy.
I just wanted to be shy. I just wanted to, like, enjoy being by myself and reading a book or whatever. So, you know, I think that's, like, an ongoing dialogue in this friendship of, you know, of, like, checking when it becomes, like, you're talking to too many people and it's, like, and then anyways, it'll be what it will be, and I think it's exciting.
But I think it's good to talk to people, though. Like, I think that's actually a good thing, and it's interesting, and things happen when you talk to people.
No, so true.
So that'll be cool.
The elephant in the room I just quickly want to touch on was the fact that I'm wearing the viral Uniqlo C tracksuit, and I was taking it off because it's hot in the studio.
Yeah.
And yes, I'm wearing a bra. Immediately off the back of the record where my full areolas, I realized, were on show.
Yeah.
To my whole entire ABC office and your sort of reaction, I did very expedite my goal in buying bras, and I headed to David Jones to buy some Skims, and that's what you see and hear.
It looks good.
Hopefully that's the audio for me hitting on a bit of padding for the first
hard.
time in 2.5
You didn't get the nipple one? There's the Skims bra with the nipples on it.
Why would I do that? I just have been doing that every day for 2.5 years.
Exactly. That's what we're trying to avoid.
Exactly. I will say, like, it's probably a more aesthetic nipple than what I've got.
Yeah, it's standing at attention.
Okay, what about, like, the pierced nipple, like, crazy?
I think that's crazy. I think it's stolen valor. I think it's like, pierce your nipple if you want to just get it done, then.
That's
crazy.
So true.
That's crazy. Also, like, how... there's already that thing of, like, you've got such a big bra and then you take it off and the disappointment of the world after that. But then the pierced nipple, and then you just take that off. Then what? Then you just get to go to church the next day and live a double life. Like, you've got to commit to things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's actually funny what you said, like, the fakeness of the big bra. I actually think I went the other way. So imagine I went, no bra, you can see every sort of facade of every shadow, every, like, imperfection on my tits in a workplace. I went and got fitted for a bra. And I think, I told you this, I think they fitted me, like, they overcorrected. I was there when I had my period, so my boobs are a bit bigger. And I was in this bra that was like a freaking, like, double D. And I remember going to work and I looked in the mirror. I was, like, again, getting attention in a different way, watching men try not to in a tight top. And I went home and I was like, this looks like I've had a boob job. Like, the skims of it, of like extra padding, and it was sort of a size up, and I've got my period boobs. Like, I looked like didn't look like myself. It was overdone.
It is
and I
crazy.
looked like Pamela Anderson. I was like, I literally was like, I'm never wearing this bra again. I went back and like downsized.
Give it to me. Let's see.
Oh, I'll bring it to the Gold Coast.
I need everything.
I mean, not the Gold Coast. Sorry, Hamilton Island. Okay. Do you have something to get into?
I mean, I've got a bunch of stuff, really. I've got, like, because I live in an apartment, you live in an apartment, we live in the urban world. What do you think, like, because there's always, you hear neighbours, you hear people in the street and stuff, and it's whatever. And there's some kids that live nearby. And I'm honestly never bothered by hearing people live their lives. I live in, and yeah, it's fine. Kids are going to make noise. I'm really not bothered by it.
Yeah.
But, like, sometimes you hear the kids screaming, and they're like... I just wonder, like, what it would take for me to actually think that there's an emergency happening.
Wow.
Because I can hear kids being like, help, 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 stop, help me. I can hear someone being like, help me. And I'm like, kids. Like, what does it take? I just think someone could be getting murdered on my street and I wouldn't even bat an eye.
Do you think, like, kids are screaming that, like, when, like, the smallest thing happens, right?
Yeah, exactly. They do it all the time.
Yeah. Uh-huh. When they're, like, playing a game.
Yeah. But maybe there's kids being killed everywhere every day and no one is saying anything because they're like, kids. And they're like, I'm serious.
But, like, not to devil's advocate the kids, but imagine having to be the adult that keeps running out thinking a kid's been murdered every 10 to 5 to 15 minutes.
I guess it's the boy who cried wolf. IRL.
Absolutely.
IRL for real.
But that is really funny. Like, how am I supposed to know? Like, you know what you have to tell yourself? You have to go, surely I'd know. You just have to go, surely something cosmic, something in my tummy as a woman, and like...
Yeah, there'd be like a sense, like a... Like a Labrador would come to my door and pat, like be like, woo, 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 woo. And I'd say, what's wrong? What's going on? And it'd go, woo. And I'd have to follow the dog.
Yeah.
Like that would happen.
I agree. I think you have to trust your instinct that nothing's alerted you yet.
Yeah. It's kind of the same thing as well. If you notice, if you're like in a shopping center and a fire alarm goes off, no one stops what they're doing.
Yep.
You don't stop what you're doing until a man in a high-vis vest comes out and goes, everyone's got to go.
Yeah.
Because the alarm goes and you go, oh, what's that? It's probably nothing. But then a man has to come directly and say to me, no, there's fire.
Yeah. And or a woman.
Or a woman.
But you just need the high vis.
Yeah. I would prefer it to be a man.
Okay, let's unpack that.
Yeah, I wonder why that is. If a woman came out in a high vis and she was like, everyone has to go, I'd be like, you're being a bitch. I'd be like, you're so shrill. I'd be like, your voice is more shrill than the alarm.
You would ignore it just like the fake alarm. Like it would.
Yeah, I would. I wouldn't even see her.
You'd be like, hey, where's Maya?
I'd be like, can you tell me where Mecca is? Do you work at Mecca or something? What do you want?
Are you doing an activation?
Yeah, are you a merchandiser or something? Are you handing out free samples? Are you handing out...
And if you're not, you're being a bitch.
Yeah. Either give me one square of chocolate and tell me about it, or you're being such a bitch right now. Can you call your husband? Can you get your husband over here to tell me what to do? Because I don't know. I'm not just going to leave the shops because you told me to. Yeah. I think it's cool. This is the stuff I can say because I don't have a job like you. So these are just my opinions. They're not Conchetta's. They're not reflective of any organization.
Absolutely. I know. I only say my own opinions. And even then, I don't stand behind them.
Absolutely. But how are you?
How am I? What would I like to talk about? Well, okay. This is what I want. How am I? We're in the depths of winter. I don't need to say how I feel about that. If you're a true stan, you know.
Catch up. Keep up.
Yeah, totally. And if you're listening to this, you have to have some capacity of who we are and what. So, anyways, I'm just trying to get by, and a way that I'm surviving is that when I get up at 4 and I drive myself to work in my freezing little car.
So crazy. I still actually can't believe or get over that you do that every day. That's, you know who gets up at 4 a.m.? My stepdad who works at the fish market.
Olympians are up at 4.
Olympians.
3 earlier than me. Like totally.
It's crazy you're in that basket, but yeah.
And so my car doesn't heat up until I get to work. The 10-minute drive.
Yeah.
Like, do you know what I mean? Like, you can put it on, but it's not So what did I get? I don't even know if you know this fact, but I bought myself gloves.
Yeah.
And I'm talking thick gloves. They're not fashion-based. They're thick as hell. They look like snow gloves. And I put them on every single morning. And I think to myself, who was on gloves before anyone else? Ms. Lauren Bonner.
Was it? Oh, for the sun.
But you're for sun.
For the sun. I'm wearing my UV protection gloves.
Absolutely. And, I would laugh at you, but, like, as now someone who's, like, gloves are a part, I was laughed at. I told everyone at work. I talked about it on air. People like, gloves? What are you, crazy? And I'm like, I see what Lauren went through and
thank you.
Absolutely. I mean, mine are like no one's seeing them. It's in the dark at 4 and yours are like beautiful and like white and in the daytime and they're. But I'm like, okay, let's talk about gloves for a minute because like, I actually think then they're really like, they're not. What's the word? Can we make gloves happen in Australia? Is what I'm saying because I think
for winter.
Just like, do you think there's glove culture in Australia? I
don't think there is as much of a glove culture in Australia, but. Because I think gloves are moving into obscurity because we need our fingers for phone, Like if you've got gloves on, you can't use your phone, except there are some gloves that have like the fingertips
That's
are
what I have.
Conductive. Yeah.
That's what I have.
But even then, it still doesn't work that well. It's
only so I can press my screen on the thinger.
I remember hearing once that, because, like not all styluses work on smartphones, but I heard that there were people somewhere in the world that it was really cold and because they had gloves on or mittens, they were using little mini sausages to control their phone. They would carry around a little sausage.
Like a food-based sausage?
Like a little Frankfurt, yeah. And they would use that because it's like a finger.
That's so smart.
Yeah, so you could have little sausages.
Yeah, I do it.
I think it would be stinky.
It would be stinky.
I also don't need gloves. I have really warm hands all the time. Do you have cold hands right now? Oh, your hands are really warm right now.
Okay. But that's because we're in like a heat, but in the morning they're cold.
I have warm hands in the morning. I always have warm hands.
Are you serious?
I always have warm hands.
Do you feel like that's a superpower?
Maybe. It's also like I don't know, this isn't funny. But no, it's funny.
You don't have to be funny.
I was just like, I was getting some medical tests recently and there's like some stuff I might have that is not that serious, don't worry. But one of the things was like, if you have this condition, like you might have really cold fingers. And I was like, well, I don't have it.
Nice.
But do you know what people say to me when I say I have warm hands? They say warm hands, cold heart. Cold hands, warm heart.
Whoa. Thoughts?
It's kind of true, I guess. Everyone, I can't come out here and say I've got a warm heart after you just heard what I said about poor boyfriends and an innocent woman trying to evacuate me from a shopping centre. So, yeah, maybe it is true.
I know it's early, but I just think I want to, off the back of glove chat and sort of shout outs to anyone else wearing gloves. Like, I'd love to hear it. Also, I think you might not realize, but I think Zara and places like that are trying to make gloves happen in a fashion way.
Yeah.
But I'd like to give you a fuck watch, a famous game where essentially put fuck, marry, kill in the bin. And even on my own national breakfast show, we do hump, marry, kill.
Wow.
Big national towns, the true fans know the real game is fuck watch, where we give you two things. It could be, it could be humans, it could be animals, it can be whatever the fuck you want. And you have to decide who are you fucking and why, and who is watching you fuck, and you can't just decide on like who you're fucking and the other one does nothing. No, you have to have a compelling reason for both, and it's about the yin and yang. It's a balance.
Yeah, so, the watcher is just as important as the fucker.
Absolutely.
Yeah. What have you got?
My fuck watch for you are gloves and a scarf.
Ooh. Because gloves are hands, so they'd be, walking all over you, pitter-patter. But a scarf is very sexy.
Both are erotic.
It's wrapping you up, it's choking you, it's winding around. I might be fucking the scarf, do you think? Hands kind of could do more stuff, but sorry, the TV behind us just went black. It might come back. Anyway, but I think I feel like the obvious choice is to fuck the gloves because there's two of them as well. Oh yeah, no wait, there's two gloves.
What? Okay, sorry, I'm gonna make you just have one.
Okay, then I think I'm fucking the scarf, and then the gloves are watching. The glove is watching, but it would be a little bit like from the Addams Family. That hand. Just kind of because I think the scarf could kind of like wrap and slick around like a snake.
Yeah.
And then the glove is, you know, a bit more action heavy, and like it could be kind of running around, pitter patter, doing little taps.
Yeah. I think
Morse code.
I was thinking, like, do I want the scarf to like slither up me and like wrap around me, and we can and I'm not into even like being tied up or whatever, but like that's what someone could be thinking, and that's fair enough. But I was actually thinking, no, like, what if the scarf, like, what is, like, I was thinking like our classic, the snake, like, is it sort of slithering and letting me know it's watching me by slithering? Maybe like winding around us, but not like touching. And I thought that could be erotic too. And then obviously we've got the gloves to sort of hold you. Digits are there.
Yeah.
So honestly, as usual, no right answer, but happy to hear you weigh in.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm fucking the scarf, I think. Yeah. What do you think?
Yeah.
Do you agree?
I think, I think I want to fuck the glove.
Wow. Well, it's good for us to choose one each, so everyone gets a turn. You know? So the scarf doesn't get jealous of the glove.
Yeah, totally. Yin and yang.
Yin yang.
What else have you got?
I don't really got anything. This is a idea that I think I said to you a while ago. But it would be my dream. And this is like a business that could happen, but it probably does exist actually.
Okay.
But that's that you get like an assistant for 1 week of your life. You get like 1 week of the year and you take off work, and it's like you just have someone come in and they're like, okay, we're going to like sort all your shit out. We're going to like go through your wardrobe, get rid of your clothes. We're going to like look at your finances. We're going to organize. We're going to book in your skin check. We're going to book in your dental checkup. And they sort of like fix all your life admin, and you just get it all sorted out in 1 week. And like a lady, this is where the woman comes in.
Yeah. In the high vis.
Yeah, a woman in high vis. This is what she does. She comes in and just sort of sorts it all out for you. And that's my dream. Like, does that exist?
Like, you know how they talk about the perfect pitch?
Yeah.
I think you just gave it.
Yeah.
That is the perfect pitch. Like,
this is Dragon's Den or Shark Tank or...
It was just so simple, so beautiful. You know what it was making me think of? The Super Nanny.
Oh, she would be great at this. Super Nanny, but for grown-ups.
But for grown-ups and for specific life admin. I just think, like, that is so cool. And, like, if that sort of thing, like, I bet what the thing is, like, you find someone who's an assistant, or you, and then, like, you just try and book that. Like, what I'm saying is, I think what you're pitching doesn't exist, and I think that really shows a gap in the market. Like, a specific... Short term, where, like, they are completely prepped for exactly what you've said. Of, like, here's what we do, and here's how we're going to run through it. And you know what I mean? And you're in and then you're out.
And you don't have to tell them all your shit. Like, they've kind of got a bit of a checklist. So they come in and you don't have to be like, this is what I need. I need to do all these things. You can tell them that. But also I just want to be like, I don't know. And I just want them to be like, you're going to go to the dentist. You're going to get your fringe trimmed. They go in your fringe.
Your hand throughout every step.
And if it's Super Nanny too, like she could tell me off a bit. Like she could go in my fridge and she could be like, you can't be having just a cheese toasty and chocolate milk to drink and eat all day long. You're not a school child. And I would say, yes, Super Nanny, I know. And she'd make me take my omega-3s.
That's so, you know what I keep picturing? Like the blazer that she'd be wearing while taking over your whole life for a week.
She has to send me to the naughty corner.
Also, it's making me think of Fab Five a bit. It's like what Fab Five does, but again, more holistic.
Yeah, and kind of boring. Like it's a lot more admin. Like they're going through my email and categorizing.
Yes. It's a lot of sitting down, like booking in like, you know what I mean? There's a lot of sitting montages and like phone calls.
Yeah, it's not sexy. It couldn't be a Netflix show.
No.
Imagine if it was.
It's a YouTube series.
It's a YouTube series. Okay, today we're going to renew your passport. This is the form to fill out.
I can't believe you said this.
Do your car insurance.
Can I just ask the question, like, are there other girls and, like, anyone listening who's, like, what you've just said, they're like, I need this. Like, please get in touch because that's, like, does everyone feel this? How relatable is this? I hope it's more relatable than I think.
Yeah, because it's like, how do you do it all? How do you manage everything? And it's always there. I even get stressed thinking about things that I probably won't ever even be able to do. Do you think about all the admin of your whole life forever? I think about, God forbid, if I ever wanted to or could like buy a house.
Mm-hmm.
I can't even, like, I'm already stressed out thinking like, well, how do you apply for a loan? Go to a conveyancer? Like, who's that? Like, my pay slips, they're very complicated. I can't.
I know.
I need a lady.
I know. And I think about it with our already like low stakes life. I'm barely coping.
I'm barely coping with like I have nothing going on.
The requirements, the admin, I'm not getting it done. And then you put a big house that I need to sort out. That huge goal, that huge
Are you kidding?
contract for the rest of your life.
Yeah.
Like that's, but can I just say, flip it. I reckon you figure it out. I reckon that's what people older than us always go, like, you just, in the way that you go, well, I'm never going to be ready to have a baby.
Yeah.
How am I? I'm barely looking after myself. I could never have a baby. And then everyone who has a baby goes, you just do it. You'll never be ready. And I guess that's the same for her house.
I guess that's the same. It just happens and you have to do it. And what are you going to do?
But why isn't there support? And you know what I think is happening? Guess what this super nanny is right now? AI. People are using AI. They're being like, help me figure out how to go through my wardrobe. Tell me, how do I break up with my boyfriend? Give me therapy about this. I think it is a tool that, I was literally talking about this with Aaliyah.
But I want it to be a physical
robot
I want
a human person. I want a human person.
I want them to come in. I want it to be a, like, Blade Runner style person that is AI, that knows my every thought and need, that comes in and fix it. And yes, they will eventually kill me. They will rise up.
But let them sort it out first.
Yeah, sort it out.
You get.
And if killing me is what they think is best, who am I to say that it's not? Okay?
That's awesome. I was picturing like an iRobot.
Yeah.
Would you take an iRobot?
I would, but they'd be freaky and they can never walk right. I feel every time I see those robots that they're building, SpaceX, the dog thing, the Boston Dynamics dog, they're always walking like, and I'm like, that's like 101. Can you just study anatomy? You've got it. Like, get a skeleton, look at how the leg moves and make it walk. Get over it.
Yeah, it's like, I can't trust you.
I can't trust you for a second if you can't even make a robot walk normal. And they're like, it's so amazing, the technology. And I'm like, robot can't even walk normal. Just walk normal.
Totally.
Yeah.
Totally. Get me Super Nanny or fuck it off.
Yeah, literally. What's Super Nanny up to? She can't be doing much. I don't even know. She's still working?
Why did I think she like...
Did she get cancelled or something?
That's like... I think she became...
Did she go right wing? Did she become like a...
What is she still going in the UK? And she's huge.
Maybe.
Is there a famous Super Nanny but like for dogs?
Cesar Millan.
Who?
Cesar Millan.
I don't know that.
Cesar Millan. And for cats, it's Jackson Galaxy.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Why are these top of tone?
I don't know why I know their names. I think everyone knows their names. Cesar Millan is a dog whisperer.
Okay. Is he hot? He sounds hot. Cesar Millan.
I think he's like not traditionally, but he definitely like has a real sexual energy. Because he can like communicate with the dogs and he trains them and he deals with like problematic dogs. And then Jackson Galaxy, I would say, is like less traditionally sexual. But he's like the cat whisperer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do we just feel like... Wait, I'm not even going to say what I thought. So let's just move on.
Okay.
Now, can I tell you something that's like bothering me right in this moment and
what?
And just like becoming a full-time thing. But you know how people like worry about like, I don't know if this is the right way in, but like, you know, people talk about, oh my God, like having a dry ass pussy like dries up as you get older.
Is your pussy dry right now?
No.
Is that what's bothering you?
No, I've got dry eyes like crazy.
Oh yeah, you
like,
were doing drops before.
Absolutely. So I'm like, what is going on? Like, is this because I'm 30 now? Like, the dryness is really crazy, like all the time. You're like, why are you doing eye drops? I'm like, because I'm running through them like crazy.
Dry eyes.
And I think, and I have this sort of observation that I'd like to say. Don't you think there's just something inherently embarrassing about putting eye drops in public or like where people can see you? I feel a little bit like a dog when it's pissing or shitting and it's making the like, you know what I mean? Like they have that shame and they're looking at you. I just feel like there's something about like it's only because it's you and I'm in this little room. Ideally, I'm like finding a private place, going into a bathroom and discreetly putting eye drops in.
Yeah. I think eye drops is a bathroom activity. I think. I don't know. What do dry eyes even feel like? What is it? What's the sense? Is it like?
So it's happening right now. It's like itchy. Also, I wear contacts. Like that's part
that's
of it.
Probably why. Right?
But it never used to be like this. And so, yeah, now I'm being boring, but like everyone just indulge me.
Yeah. Hey, we're here.
They just feel itchy and they feel like your eyes just want to close. But I just like, you can't just be talking to someone and then putting eye drops in. Like, you know?
It's a bit crazy to do that.
It's crazy.
I think as well, like as someone who doesn't routinely use eye drops, like putting in eye drops is kind of scary. And I'm like doing it and I'm like closing my eye at the last second. Like I can't really just do it. It freaks people out a bit sometimes when you just nonchalantly like into the eye.
I just want you and everyone listening to just more consciously like see what I'm talking about. Of like, I don't think you're seeing people put in eye drops. It's less common than you think in the way that incest is more common than you think. I think it's private. Yeah.
It's a private act. But, like, because, I mean, what else? Like, flossing, if you've got something stuck in your teeth, you'd go to the bathroom to do that.
Yeah.
Eye drops. Taking medication sometimes I feel weird about.
Yeah.
Because, like, I sometimes often take medication throughout the day, and it's kind of like everyone sees you taking a pill. And they're like,
okay, pick me.
Okay, is it MDMA? And I'm like, no.
Is that a tab of us?
I'm at the shops. I feel good enough already. Or even Panadol or something.
Wait, no, Panadol's like...
It's fine, but then people go, you have a headache? And I go, yeah.
And is that what the exchange is?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I go, just drink more water. And I go, I drink heaps of water, actually.
That's really funny. Yeah, I guess these are all things that you do that, like, invites people to comment on.
It's because you're revealing your medical conditions.
Yes, but I honestly think like I will proudly take a Panadol in front of people, but I won't proudly show that my eyes are dry as fuck. They're dry and like I just like there's shame attached to that. Like I just feel like it's not youthful and it's not like
it's not sexy. It's not youthful. I guess, but dry lips, you put lip balm on in public.
So, that's normal. That's normal. It's actually sexy. It's drawing attention to your lips. People are looking at your lips. Eyes are like, it's weird, dude.
Maybe Hailey Bieber needs to release a little eye drop and make it cool for the girls. And it's like eye gloss. And it's chic and it has glitter in it. And like it will make you blind eventually. Yeah. But in the meantime.
I was going to say, sorry, can I steal it if I ever get like big enough to have a brand deal one day?
I would love that for you.
Why can't I be like the face of dry eyes? Like
why not? It makes perfect sense. Your mum is in the eye care industry. So the collab is waiting to happen. She's got the connections. You've got the name to back it. We've got the concept.
Now we just need a financial backup. We need a brand.
And that's why we're calling out to you. This is what we're going to crowdfund. Glamorous eye drops.
Yeah. Well, that's just, anyways, I'm pushing through.
We're talking about shopping before.
Yeah.
I was thinking about purchase regrets. And there's this one story that like sticks in my head heaps. Well, first the quick one, the classic one, which is a top that I put on to come here and then I took it off. I haven't worn it yet, and it's a top that I bought with you, in fact, at Glasson's full price. And like to buy a top full price is something that kind of goes against my very core. But sometimes you're just getting swept up and you think it's nice, and I do like it, but I just still haven't worn it, and I'm thinking, God, you should have got 20% off.
Oh, am I allowed to say like? I'm feeling a bit like a bad friend.
Yeah, you should have stopped me.
It's tarnished.
No, we were having a good day. We were like, let's buy some. And I didn't buy anything. Anyway, but the one big purchase, crazy moment of my life that sticks out, and that I've hyped it too much already.
No.
Is I was in Melbourne and I was going to like a sandwich shop that's quite well known, and I was buying a sandwich. And I get there and I was vegetarian, and I'm vegetarian. It's like a vegetarian place. And I was like looking at the whole menu and choosing which sandwich to get. And as a vegetarian, there's not that many sandwiches in the world. You can't get like a schnitzel sandwich just anywhere. So I finally was like, vegan chicken sandwich, yum. I order it, pay like $15 or something. And this was a few years ago, so it was hitting hard. I wasn't on my island budget. I buy this sandwich, $15, and she goes, yeah, it's just in the fridge behind you. It was pre-made, cold sandwich. And like my heart stopped. And I was like, what? It's not like fresh? The chicken's not hot? It's a pre-made. I will eat a pre-made sandwich now, to be honest. Like, I'm kind of in a sandwich era. But back then, I would never have reached for a pre-made. Like, ew.
I also think you have to be mentally prepared for a pre-made fridge sandwich.
Yeah, that's not what I signed up for. That's not what I flew here for. I was so upset. And I just had to get it and take it out and take a bite. And I was like, it's fine.
Okay, you know in movies where, like, the main character, like, hears really bad news and that, like, thing happens to the hearing where, like, you hear that, like, like that, like, and, like, that's the reaction.
Literally, yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm like, it's just in the fridge behind you. And it's like my vision starts blurring. Yes. Like, it starts flickering the black. In my
head, it's like, surely this scene is in Grey's Anatomy that, like, you could chop that in for how it hits you when you're like, I've just walked out.
And it's like, I can't believe I've done this.
And what do you do in real life? You smile and say, thank you.
Thank you. And you go, fuck.
Thank you for fucking me.
Thank you for ruining my fucking week.
And, like, you know what it is? You say, okay, thanks. You turn around and walk which, by the way, you're now serving yourself the thing you didn't want. That shit.
Oh, I guess I'll get it myself. Pathetic.
You walk to the fridge, there's a knife in your back.
There's a knife.
That's what the server does.
There's a knife in my bag, and then the server pulls out a gun, and I open the fridge, and I'm like, is it this one? And she points the gun at me, and she shoots me in the head and goes, yeah, that's the one.
I'm picturing, like, the big knife from, like, what's the one where it's like,
Psycho.
You know that kind of knife where it's like wide base, thin? That's just like
chef's knife.
That's in your bag. That's
the emoji knife.
You have to go, and you go, thanks. Yep. You turn around and you go, ugh. And she goes, yep. Yeah. And that's you getting the
yeah. And I go, that's fine.
And she goes like, yeah, fuck you. Like, I'm paid minimum wage to be here. And you're like, well, fuck you. Like, I deserve to, like, if I'm spending 50, constantly, like, everyone's being fucked by each other.
No one is happy in this moment. Like, no one's having a good life. No one's having a good time. Like, everyone is suffering in this luxury sandwich shop.
Can I just jump off food really quickly? Like, because I had it yesterday and it was a big trend in 2012.
You had food yesterday?
Yeah, no, a specific food I wanted to get, like, everyone's vibe check on. Yochi.
Oh, yeah.
You're a big fan.
I like it.
Can I just say that, like, I'm treating Yochi just like I'm treating, like, I go into Yochi and I go, by the way, all the hottest guys ever at Yochi. Like, literally, like, the biggest, like, I thought, like, a whole NRL team walked in. Wow. And they're all being, like, girly vibes, like, getting, like, it's not it's not owned by girls, but I just mean, like, it's just, I could not believe the thickest, like, sexiest, like, machoiest men are, like, going to Yochi. And my friend Aaliyah is like, yeah, because, like, it's healthy version.
It's not that healthy.
I know,
but it's, like, still nice. It's just nice.
And so I walk in there, obviously everyone's like, okay, you want to go the classic, it makes sense to go Yochi, it's yogurt, we're getting, like, fruits, we're going fresh mode. No, I get there, I pull up, I get the chocolate. Obviously, I'm actually getting it because it's vegan and I'm trying to have less dairy. So I get chocolate. The vegan is, like, sort of a rich flavor to sort of hedge your bets on. And then you don't expect me to look at a lineup of a lineup of toppings.
Accessories.
And
Say what you said.
Okay, a lineup of accessories to the Yochi.
Yeah.
And you've got as rich as that stuff that's the one that's a biscuit.
Biscoff.
Yes.
Yeah.
You've got stuff as rich as Biscoff and, like, crumbled cookies, and they've got cookie dough, and you've got little pearls, and you've got little fruits, and it's like
everything you could dream of.
You know what happens to me? Like, I go blind to all that stuff, and I just pick the heaviest.
The same thing. Your vision starts blacking out. And you just see cookie and chocolate. Yeah. And you start putting it on, and you got to weigh it.
Yeah, and I just feel like a failure that I'm like, any spin-off you give me, I'm making it exactly like some sort of Sunday chocolate Sunday.
Yeah. Wherever you go, that's where you are, you know. Your Yochi is a reflection of your inner being and your state of mind, and that's what you're going to get.
Do you think that's the majority or the minority of people ordering Yochi? Going heavy mode?
I mean, I reckon everyone probably goes heavy, like, at least once, and then they get to the station and then they got to weigh it up and they go $20 and you go, okay. And then they pull out the knife and you go, I'll turn around, you can stick this right in my back and I'll walk on off.
It's really funny. You just go,
all right, You present your back to them. All right, go on.
Do it to me.
And then you tap your card.
That sound effect is. It doesn't make like a bomb sound.
It does. It explodes. What is the sound of a knife plunging into your back? Like.
It's like the sound of flesh.
I can't make that with my mouth. It's scraping bone. But then at least you get to enjoy it. Like, that would still be yummy. Even if you pay $20 for it, at least it's yummy.
Yeah, but it's like, you're better off getting a gelato doll. Like, go and just get something, like, classic. Anyways, that was my Yochi tangent.
The other night I walked up to Yochi after dinner with my boyf, and we were like, let's get Yochi. And we walked up and there was a line out the door, and I went, no.
More like Nochi.
No. It's not what? What do you mean? I'll go somewhere else. I love food. Food is the number one thing in my life that makes me happy. And if there's a line, I'll eat something else.
Me too.
It's not, there'll be another meal.
I literally am not waiting. Yeah. I'm not waiting.
I can't wait.
Nothing. I'm walking past Wingstop every day of my life. There's a line for years.
I'm walking back and forth and I'm saying, every day I'm walking past just to check.
But like, you know,
not today, not today, not today. But you'll be back.
I'm not waiting in line, but am I checking these lines?
Yeah.
And judging these lines? Yeah.
Keeping an eye on the situation. And I'm wondering what all the fuss is about. But
I'm actually talking to people in the line.
I'm doing vox pops and stuff. I'm kind of catching a vibe.
I'm too busy to be waiting in a line.
No.
No, but I actually think I'm shocked by people waiting in line.
Yeah.
Because I would much rather just I'm like, okay, like you, not today. I'll go to 7-Eleven. There's a plethora of. That's when I'm going to buy the sandwich, the pre-made sandwich.
That's what I would do if I wanted a pre-made sandwich. I would go to 7-Eleven.
If I could wait 5 hours for Wingstop or go, I'm walking to get the pre-made sandwich and there's no knife that time.
There's no knife. There's never a knife at a service station or a 7-Eleven or something. You just go scan the app, get the points.
Yeah.
You know I am. And they're just like, thanks. And that's fine. You know what? I said I was going to look at the time before we started and I didn't. But I'm going to vibe that I think it's like time for gossip.
Yeah, I think it's time. Please, take us away. I think it's time for gossip.
Okay. We have a mix of gossip today. Okay, so we have one piece of gossip from a listener. And also, listeners, if you have gossip, please send it to us. I think in our first new episode, we set a blanket, like, if you sent it to us before and we didn't do it, just send it to us again. Like, we haven't got Super Nanny working on our emails or anything. So we really need all the help we can get.
Yeah, it's time to gossip it up. Let's get talking to our hairdressers, talking to our friends, talking to friends of friends, sussing out what is going down in this post-COVID era.
Absolutely. So I have our first piece of gossip from a listener, and it is he thought of it because he remembered do you remember ages ago there was an episode where you went to a pub and then you went into the toilet and it was broken?
Yeah.
And then you came out and you had to tell the barbs person, hey, the toilet's all clogged. And then they were like, oh, you clogged the toilet.
I'll never forget that.
So just toilet vibes, okay? And he said his mum has a bit of an iconic toilet moment from his childhood.
My favorite moments.
Growing up, his mum was a big lover of books and poetry. Okay, he's got a lot of fond memories of her reading to him, reciting long poems from memory. She sounds awesome. She loved, a classical Aussie Banjo Patterson, witty English, A.A. Milne, Pam Ayres, real cheeky, real poetry, none of this artsy-fartsy T.S. Eliot shit. And so he said she was very active in the community in the early 1980s, and there was a push for funds to improve a school toilet block because it was the 80s. He remembers that this toilet block was crazy bad. It was made of corrugated iron held together with elastic bands, chewing gum stuck on it. It was crazy. And his mum got super involved in the hectic bid to get money to fix the toilet block at the school. And she got involved in the only way that she could, and she wrote a poem about the state of the toilet block. And eventually she performed the poem at a school council meeting, reportedly slayed the audience, and ultimately the funds were approved, and so that they got a new toilet block. I asked if he could find the poem, but he couldn't.
Oh.
But I was going to ask you to improvise one.
Incredible. I was going to say it's the Moth vibes. She just crushed it.
Yeah, literally. She got up there and did a poem about the toilets.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So Toilets, corrugated iron.
Yeah.
Yep. Iron.
They're bad. They need to be better.
Yeah. Okay. The toilet, a home for all. Corrugated iron starting to fall.
Ooh.
We need better for our children. Please come and help our brethren. Poo and pee, caca and pissy. Come one, come all. Misters and missies. What's it? I am a mother, and more so a fighter. Do a fart and get a lighter.
Wow.
Cool to make it rhyme.
That was pretty good. That was really
Do
good.
you want to try?
I don't think... Can I try what
Because
I tried?
You're more the poet. Like, you're the next... What's her name? Leanne Moriarty.
No. I'm often coming up with little rhymes. I do little rhymes all the time, but I'll do a different kind of poem.
Okay.
But because I saw this and I can't remember it, but I saw it. I was like in a building, and in the toilet cubicle on the back of the door, they had like, you know, sometimes they put a note. It's like, clean up after yourself.
Yep.
If there's shit in the bowl, clean it. But they had like written a little poem.
Oh my God. Do you remember?
I don't remember it, but
okay,
because I remember thinking I should try to remember this. I took a photo of it, but
incredible.
And I was like, no, maybe I'll just try to think of it anyway. But it was like, It was like, if you see a little spot of wee, do not just leave it be. Take some paper and wipe it better to make the toilet free.
A little less wetter?
A little less wetter. Yes. Okay.
That first line had me like this. That's
yeah.
really...
We started strong.
That's storytelling. That's a clear sort of point of view, you know? And it's like, oh, I loved it.
Yeah. Okay.
How fabulous.
And now the other pieces of gossip I have, this was a bit of an experiment, so I don't know if it would be fun or we could riff on them. But I remember, do you remember Post Secret? So it was like...
sort of rings a bell. You're so right. I feel like Secret kind of... things were more... Like, they're not happening now.
Yeah, everyone...
Like, programs?
Yeah, it was like a blog, and people would make postcards, and they would write a secret on it, and they'd mail them in. Wow. So I just had a look at that, and there was like an archive. So I've got a few little ones.
Incredible.
And we can pop them on the gram, the designs, because they're a visual medium as well. So this is someone who mailed in their secret, and they said, I'm insecure about my pubes, and I don't know how to ask about it.
Oh.
But I was kind of like, what do you mean? Like, who you ask what?
That's... Yeah.
How to get rid of them?
That's... Or is it like, what do you think?
Or like
what? Insecure to be like, what do you think of them? Are they bad?
Yeah. It's like, okay, we'll send them in.
Can that be a service? Someone who like looks at your pubes and tells you like what they think, like if they're... What can you do? What your options are? Okay, someone who looks at your pubes and over a week, they sort of tell you all your options, and they give you styling tips.
Yeah.
And they book in the appointments if you want to change it, or
Yeah.
like if you want to keep it, they go, no, it looks good.
No, it looks good. Okay, and this one was funny because it's so not me. Whenever I buy underwear, I base a part of my decision on how they will look if a guy found them on his floor in the morning.
Wow.
I was like, imagine like prioritizing, like it's cool. I think it's cool and fun and sexy. But whenever I buy underwear, I base a part of my decision on whether this fabric composition is going to give me a yeast infection.
Thank you. How breathable it is.
Yeah.
I'm like, wow, shopping's hard. It's hard enough. And then you've got to think about it in a design form on a man's floor.
Wow.
Tough stuff. I'm not doing that, but like, shout out.
Yeah, you slay. Okay, and then this one we'll finish with this. This is a girl boss moment. My husband won't have sex with me anymore, so I masturbated with a cucumber and served it in his salad for dinner.
Okay, there's that, and then there's like, do you want to talk about it? But
Yeah.
I understand. Like, I love that it's like, let's all
Okay.
remember to communicate. But what's the better secret on Postmate or Post Secret or whatever? This.
Yeah.
I kind of love it.
Yeah, I think that's cool. You guys should try it.
Yeah, try. I think. Can I be honest with you? I feel like that would do nothing for me. I would get nothing out of that.
Yeah, it would be like, because are you gonna tell him afterwards? Would he be mad? I've got a lot of follow-up questions, but that's it. That's the thing with the Post secret. It's just they just send it in, it's done, it's anonymous, you never know.
That's right. It's like art. Like you just have to take it in, and whatever interpretation you have is the right one because it's your one.
Yeah.
But it leads to a fabulous discourse about like, wow, putting a cucumber up there and then like
serving
it and sort of, you can imagine her sort of watching his reactions and being like, do you like the salad, honey?
And he'd be like, not really. Does anyone really like salad? Or do we just kind of eat it as part of the dish and it brings something to the dish? You know.
Incredible. What a way to wrap things up with a return to form, a return of gossip, a return of fuck watch. Yeah. And the first ever official Big Natural Talents girls trip.
It's going to be huge.
I know, it's so exciting. Well, I think this is it. Make sure you send in your gossip, and I don't know, love you, Lossie. I'll see you soon. But what it feels like is I'll see you on the plane.
I'll see you on the freaking plane. Hell yeah! All right, bye.